so bad.
Yo, what's going on guys, it's SETUPS832 here, and for today I have a brand new video presenting to you guys two new class setups which I've been working with for the past couple of days, and I'm bringing these to you guys to help you get a bit better at Black Ops 4. Now before the video starts, I just want to say sorry if I sound a little bit different, just because I'm using a different mic. Now the mic I'm using at the moment is the one that I use when I'm talking to people online or playing games, and I'm not using my normal recording mic, which is actually not working at the moment. Yep, it's broken and I need to buy a new one. Hopefully I get it soon so you don't have to put up with this one. I don't know how this one actually sounds. I have to check the recording footage when I finish this commentary. But hopefully it sounds good. Now for you guys today, I have two brand new class setups. One is for SMGs, one is for assault rifles. And I've been working with these class setups for the past couple of days just because I wanted to make a class setup video, because I know from looking at my view counts you guys do enjoy these videos. I haven't made one of these videos in quite a long time. So if you want to see more content like this, please leave a like on the video. It really does help me out. And comment down below what kind of content you want to see on this channel. It will be Black Ops 4 based, obviously. But I mean, like, what do you want to see? Do you want to see class setups, best strats? And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It is free, and ding dong notification bell when you do, because you'll be notified every time I upload or a live stream. And let's get into these class setups. Now coming in with our first class setup, we have the KM57. Now it's actually the gameplay you're watching in the background, and in this gameplay, halfway through, I actually kind of have a bit of a brain fart and I forget how to place a sentry turret. I'm literally pressing Y over and over again, and when I'm meant to be actually holding down the Y button, I completely brain fart at this moment. It actually caused me to die like a couple of times, but that's my own fault for forgetting how to play Black Ops 4. Now if we get into the actual class setup, here we have the KM57. I'll put a picture on screen now so you guys can have a look for yourselves, but we are currently rocking the grip, rapid fire, hybrid mags and stock. Now the reason I'm rocking the grip is just it gives us full control over the recoil, which is kind of self-explanatory. But even though the KM57 does have a stable recoil pattern, it's not that hard to remember, I still have the grip on just to get that full control over it instead of just a bit. Now, in close range engagements, the KM57 fires quite slow, which is why I have rapid fire on. Hybrid mags, I don't really see the point in having the normal extended mags. Obviously, it gives you like so much more than the hybrid mags does, but it benefits that from giving you fast mags as well. It's literally is just a combination of extended mags and fast mags, except you're getting the extended mags but not as much as you usually would. So I find this a better option instead of just going for one or the other. Now getting into the gear we have, I'm using the acoustic sensor. Now if you've ever played Black Ops 3, this is basically a nerfed version of Sixth Sense. Now what I mean by nerfed is that if you've ever played Black Ops 3, you know the Sixth Sense perk. It shows you where enemies are within a certain distance on your minimap. It basically doesn't have as much range as Sixth Sense did, but it's still very, very useful, because you could be in tight walls, enemies around you, and if they're all separate, you will know exactly where they are. Even when they're close together, you'll know where they are. So if you're holding it out a doorway and they're running past you, you'll watch them run past you on your minimap and then appear in front of you on your screen, so you instantly know where they are, where they're running to, which is why I always run acoustic sensor. Now getting into the perks, I run these two perks as well all the time, and that is Scavenger and Lightweight. Scavenger I always just run because I don't like picking up other people's guns off the ground. If I really like the gun I'm using, for this example it's the KM57 and the class setup I'm using, I will run Scavenger just because if I do well with that gun, I want to carry on using it. I don't want to run out of ammo for it whatsoever, because if you don't know, in Call of Duty, if someone's using the same gun as you and they die, you can actually walk over to that gun and still replenish the ammo from it. This is why I run Scavenger, because it only does it for that certain weapon, whereas if you have a Scavenger, it does it for every single person that dies in the game. Well, technically only the people you kill, not your teammates. And I run Lightweight just because at the start of matches, and even just running around the map in general, run into each team's spawns, it makes it just so much quicker, and you can aim faster after sprinting, which helps so much, because considering I don't have quick draw on this class, which I never do because I have Lightweight, it just makes it that much faster to be able to lock onto enemies and run between the spawns quicker. Overall, I really like using this class setup in long to medium ranges. It really helps me get my kill streaks. It's not really for rushing per se, but you can, as long as it's just like a 1v1 situation. At the end of this game, I'm pretty sure I went like 35 and 5 just because of the losing streak I went on halfway through the game, but it was really helpful for getting kill streaks and helping you win games. Now, getting into the second class setup, we have the MX9. Now, this is the first SMG you unlock whenever you prestige or even start the game. And quite a while ago, when the game first came out, I made a class setup on this, but I kind of want to update it a bit just because obviously a few months have passed, there's been nerfs and buffs and everything, so it's good to kind of revive this class if you get what I mean. Now, I'll put it on the screen. Now, obviously we have the MX9, we are running the ELO sight, hybrid mags, rapid fire and long barrel. Now, the reason I'm running the ELO sight is one, because I don't like the iron sights on the MX9. I can't really use them, and even when I was going for diamond, I couldn't actually use the iron sights properly when I had to get those 50 kills with no attachments equipped. It was really hard just because I don't like it covering up the entire screen, which is why I use the ELO sight over the reflex as well, because the reflex has the little frame around the top. ELO sight doesn't have this, so it gives you a full view of what's in front of you, and it only has 2 little frames on the top and the screen in the middle with the little dot in the middle. Now, I'm using hybrid mags just because you can't get fast mags or extended mags with the MX9. You can only get hybrid mags, which is really useful for me because I only ever use hybrid mags. I don't choose between the two. And this is a rushing class, guys, which is really good to have extended mags, and which is also why I'm using rapid fire. Now, rapid fire obviously increases the fire rate of your gun. Now, this is a rushing class, guys, so when you're in close quarters, you want to be getting those bullets out quickly, aiming for headshots as well. So that's why I use rapid fire, to get the bullets out more quickly. This gun has a fast rapid fire enough, but this just makes it a bit faster. And if I'm going for long range or medium range engagements, I do use long barrels just so I can get a few hits on them so it doesn't knock off the fall off damage. Now, for the exact same reasons for the KM57 class, I'm using acoustic sensor because it's basically 6th sense. I'm using scavenger so I can carry on using my gun and not have to pick up someone else's gun. And I am using lightweight just so I can run around the map a lot faster. Now, for my third and final perk on this class setup, I'm using Ghost, and the reason I'm using that is because it makes you undetectable by UAVs, and enemy UAVs I mean. And I find this so much helpful than using dead silence, because obviously I'm using the acoustic sensor, so if I use dead silence, that makes me resist the acoustic sensor from enemies. Now, when I play Black Ops 4, I find it a lot more that people are using UAVs more than me running into people that are using the acoustic sensor. So that is why I run Ghost instead of Dead Silence, just because it makes me undetectable by UAVs, and people use UAVs more than the acoustic sensor, which is really weird when I play it, because the acoustic sensor, you don't need like any points to get it, it's just automatically in a class, whereas the UAV, you have to actually earn to get it. But you can switch this for dead silence. Obviously, it won't make a difference. It just depends on what kind of games you get into. It depends if you are playing against people that use the acoustic sensor more than UAVs, or the complete opposite in my case. Now, overall with this class setup, I absolutely love it. It's one of my favourite class setups to use in Black Ops 4. I never use the GKS just because I don't really like it, and any other SMG just seems too like close range, whereas with the MX9 you get that mixture of medium and long range as well, additionally with that, especially when you're using long barrel. And that's it for this video. If you do want to see more videos like this, please leave a like on this video, it really does help me out, and comment down below what class setups you want to see next and what other content you want to see. And also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, it really does help me out. Also, it is free, and ding dong the notification bell when you do, because you'll be notified every time I upload or a live stream. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon.